Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Flagstaff 26 RBWS travel trailer. You guys picked a beautiful trailer. I'm here to show you around it, how to utilize a few things and get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. Our hitch man is going to go through all of your hitch work with you, show you how to unhitch. Once you are unhitched, a few things I want you to take into consideration before leveling. Slides. You've got the slides off on the off campsite and where your water and electricity hookups are. Yours are going to be on the off campsite or your driver's side, all the way at the rear. Your cable, your water, and your power. So that's where you're going to want to park accordingly. So once you've parked where you know all the slides are going to be clear of any obstacles, we're going to level our unit. Now, your unit does come with a power tongue jack with a docking light here on the bottom, and power tongue jack down and up. Just do that until it's level. I recommend purchasing from our store a little level. Get right here about the middle of your unit, put a level in. Got someone to keep an eye on that while you're bringing that up and down. Now once your unit is level, the next thing you want to do is stabilize your unit. Your unit comes with power stabilizing jacks. Retract or extend. Now, as I'm extending these, one thing I want you to take into consideration is some leveling jack pads. Put them down on the bottom. It's going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from debris, hot tar, blacktop, etc. And it'll better distribute the weight. And when you bring these down, you're only going to want to bring down until they're taut. If you feel your unit start to move, completely stop. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. You have the same thing on the rear with your control panel for them on your campsite, just like your front. Again, just bring them down until they're taut. Once the unit's level, once the unit's stable, next thing we're going to do is want to hook up our water and electricity. Now, you can't open your slides with your battery, but why run your battery down? Go ahead and grab your power cord, 50 amp service cord. Now this is a twist and lock, so it's in right now, so I'm going to go backwards, twist it and pull it. When putting it in, wiggle in and twist to the right, and then put on your little turn holder. Now at the end of this service, you do have a 50 down to 30 amp, as most parks are 30 amp, dog bone we call this. And should you need to plug into 110, there's a 110 or 30 to 110 adapter that'll attach onto here. So you can run this unit on 110. However, I wouldn't run both ACs, that'll blow your breakers. Alright, we got our power hooked up. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water. A couple of different ways we can do that. At the campsite, we can go to the city water connect. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. Whenever you're putting any fluid into this unit, use a water pressure regulator. This can reduce the water pressure down to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Most units' lines are maxed out at 60 psi, so make sure you attach one of these at all times. Hook up your city water connect before turning on our hose. We're going to go ahead and find our hot water. So over on your campsite of your unit, toward the front, just about the middle, is your hot water heater. First thing you want to do is put your drain plug back in. You may have left this out from the last time you were camping. Go ahead and put that back in. Once that's in, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Once your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to want to come here to this pressure release valve, pull on it, it's going to let air out, and then once water is flowing steadily out of there, you know your hot water heater is full, and you can turn on your hot water heater from inside. At the bottom here is a little on-off button. Only use that to light your element if you're hooked up to 110. The other turn-ons will run off the 30 amp or the 50 amp, so when you're running off 110, turn on your water heater here. Now let's say you're going camping and you don't have city water. Just above your docking station in the rear is potable water tank. Again, fill this up with water. Go over and burp your hot water heater the same way by letting air out of the pressure release valve. And then whenever you're running off this potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. You do not need your water pump on when using City Water Connect. It's only for your potable water. Got our water hooked up, our electricity hooked up. Before going in and deploying the slides, we're going to go ahead and talk about a few other things back here. So, satellite and cable hookup. This is your tank flush, which we'll talk about when dumping our tanks, which happen to be both right down here. You have another gray tank at the front, I'll show you. Antifreeze inlet, so you can winterize your own unit. And an outdoor shower. There's a docking light here, should you arrive at night. There's your complete docking station at the rear of your unit. Again, down here is your black and gray tank. Fresh water drain, which will drain our waters when leaving the campsite. Up here toward the front, you do have a second gray tank to dump. Your big pass-through storage with your elite griddle and stand in there. You have a docking light here as well. And your power stabilizing jacks. I recommend when you arrive, every now and then check your battery posts, make sure those are connected well. We'll mention up here on your propane, you do have a regulator. Simply point this toward whichever tank you wish to use. And lefty loosey to turn on, of course. On your power tongue jack, if you should lose power, underneath here is a manual override for that. The jack is inside your storage. There's your cover for your propane. This is wired for solar. Should you get a solar panel, you can plug it in right there. Again, your outdoor storage. Should jack hook up. The bottom jack is for your manual override for your slides, and this is for your manual override for your power tongue jack. Lighting up in here as well. Your hot water heater. Outdoor speakers. Scare light they call that. That is a hood vent for your microwave. Down below here is your furnace heat release. There's an LP disconnect down underneath here. So we got LP connect here, a low point drain here, and this hole here is for manual override for your slides. Coming left here, cable hook up, 110. This is the lip to set your grill on with that LP connect right down there. This is the back of your fridge. This is a clip should you want to mount a TV out here. And your entry doorway. Recommend you travel with it like this, with the handle closed, and I would deadbolt it. Before I show you how to do that, I'm bring it around back real quick. So you have a great spare tire cover. A ladder to go up and check your seams. And your unit is. So now let's take a walk inside your unit. Show you how easy these steps are to bring down. They are strut adjusted here. So if you just grab in the middle and pull down, they will get to a certain point, they will literally float. You do have adjustable legs here, all adjustable by this cotter pin, should you be on uneven ground, and the feet turn as well. Coming up into your unit, first thing you notice is every unit at your entry doorway will be your fire extinguisher in case of a fire. Make sure everyone knows your fire extinguisher as it is at the entry doorway. Coming inside our unit now, close the door here. We have our control panel right to the right. I'm going to start by deploying your slides. I've already deployed your bedroom slide as well as most of this living room slide. You're simply going to want to push out. What I want to tell you about this is that noise right there does not hurt it at all. If you hold that for a couple seconds, it's just making sure that the slide sets itself correctly. So this will be your living room, this will be your bedroom. Here's your awning extension. One thing I want to mention on your awning, which I will run out while I'm talking about this, is you're going to want to run it out until it drops down to about 90 degrees. Above that is your tank heaters, should you be in inclement weather. Your water pump, should you be using potable water. Above that is where you turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to electric. Here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to gas. Continue extending this awning. Show you this real quick. Just going to want to run it out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees. And then you know you've went far enough. Another nice thing on your awning is it's all the way out, it's raining, you want it to drain to one end, you can pull on this and it will pitch your roof. Make sure the water drains away from you. Bringing the awning back in, talk about a few other things. Over here to the left is where you check your tanks. This is where you check your battery level, your tank levels. You have 2 gray tanks. Below that is your interior lights. They snap on. Porch lights same way. Awning lights, a step light, and Wi-Fi boost. Coming to the left of that is your thermostat. That will handle heat, electricity, and a fan. Simply change the system to cool, to heat, to off. That's not cool. I'll shut the air off. I don't want the air on. And everything's off. Finish bringing your awning in. See that rolling up nicely. Put the air on. Coming around the rest of your unit here. Little hangers. Smoke alarm. LED lighting, it touch once is blue, hold it, turns white. Your roller shades, one touch lighting all the way through the unit, which is really nice. You can shut off all the lights except maybe the one over the bathroom at night. Here to your left you have your insignia television. Lift up on this handle for storage in the back. Another thing I want to mention, where your satellite hookup is back here, there's this little button. Press that button to make it turn green before scanning your channels. You'll pick up 20 to 30 channels. That is a digital channel booster. Simply push that into lock. Your Bluetooth, DVD, AM, FM, 3-zone speakers. You can play music indoors, outdoors, or both. Nice sound system. Speakers here, storage here. Down to the left of the storage underneath your fridge. Let's talk about your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mentioned this is 12 volt is because it's always running off your batteries. So if you're out dry camping and unplugged, where your batteries aren't being charged, then I recommend using a battery disconnect to keep your batteries from running this down, or from this running your batteries down. To the left of that, access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you've got a 5, a 30, some 15s. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. You can purchase those from our store. Your Dometic gas electric fridge. When you open up the freezer, at the top is your control panel. Turn it on. Right now you're on auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, it switches to gas. Or lift that button and now you're on gas. So after that, self-explanatory microwave. You do have your light and a fan for underneath there. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn your gas to light. Hit a spark and you've got flames. Shut it back off. Same thing down here for your, this is for your oven. You do have a panel light for your buttons. Back behind here you do have a, in your kitchen area you have a 110 with GFI protection. Your table will fold down. Once that jackknife's down, it folds down onto these lips. Put your back cushions down onto there and that makes an extra bed. Coming into your bedroom, you have a couple of 110s over here. 110 and USB ports on both sides of your bed. You do have a hand crank open vent here, which is pre-wired should you ever want to put an air conditioner back here. That's why you're set at 50 amp already. Bedroom satellite hookup, TV backer. Should you want to put a TV in here. Here's an extension for your kitchen here. I'll show you how to put that on real quick. Fold the leg down. And hook in. You've got some extra counter space, prep space. Here's your AC unit. Hand crank open vent. Another 110 here. Coming into your bathroom, you also have another 110 in your lighting here. In the bathroom, I do want to mention, you have plumbing to keep an eye on. Just like you maintain your plumbing at home, maintain it in your trailer. Access panel, all your plumbing there, you can keep an eye on. That about covers everything on the outside. Or on the inside. I'm going to bring in your slides now. Simply pressing the in button. Doesn't matter which one you bring in first. But as you see, what you want to make sure is that everything's put away. Normally we would close any drawers or anything that may be in the way. See, this runs in just a matter of seconds. And then we'll run in your bedroom slide. Shut off all of our lights. And let's go leave the camp. Alright, so a couple things we're going to do. We're going to come here and we're going to pull our hot water heater. We're going to come to this low point drain. We're going to twist these and drain all of this water. It's all fresh water, it's not hurting anything. Then we're going to come up and we're going to retract our leveling jacks. We'll bring all of them up on all four corners. Slides closed. We're going to come back, we're going to unhook our power and our water. Then we're going to head up to the dump station. Now you do have a gray tank at the front, black and gray at the back, so I recommend starting at the front. Makes it easier to pull forward, or if you want to get enough hose you can split it and work from one. So first thing you're going to do is pull gray tank number 2. That's going to be cleaner water, sink and showers. Coming to the back. We're going to hook our sewage hose up, and we're going to pull our black tank. After we pulled our black tank and it sounds like it's done running out, we're going to go up, use our water pressure regulator again, and every time, and hook up a hose to your black tank flush. Leave your black handle open, and you're going to run your hose for about 5 minutes. Don't be in a hurry, that's going to wash out your black tank for you. You don't want stink. That'll get all the nastiness out of there. After you're done running that for 5 minutes, unhook the hose, close your black tank, pull your gray tank. After you pulled your second gray tank here, if you're using potable water, to the left of that, fresh water drain. Another fresh water drain right there, that white handle. Pull that. You could have pulled that back at the campsite as well. The sewage hose is cleaned out from the gray tanks. You're gonna come back here, squeeze your handle, store your sewage hose in your bumper. Nice sanitary place to keep it. Again, thank you guys for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this for many years to come. Happy camping.